Hello, my name is Jester, and I just wanted to read out some of the more wordier aspects of Immortal Soul. I really like the game and I really like the story, but it is very wordy sometimes with lore. Fair warning for human experimentation. That's really the only thing in the research background, which is what I'll be doing currently. But this game does kind of focus on people kind of going at each other and going feral. So be warned. The first thing I'll be reading is the research process. December 10th, 1917, memo from Dr. A to Dr. G. Hello, G. It's been a while since I last wrote to you. You've had quite a long maternity leave. I'm glad your baby resembles you instead of your husband. Anyway, we've had some significant successes in the 4 years when you've been away. I wanted to tell you sooner, but, we are prohibited from sharing information with anyone, not even our former colleagues. We've been attempting to manipulate the process of fertilization, and we finally succeeded in developing a human body that can recover hundreds of times faster than an ordinary human. Even more surprising, the length of the telomeres does not change, even after unlimited times of cell splittings. What we have created, in theory, is an immortal human body. But we still haven't found a way to control the proliferation of cancer cells. Mice and humans respond very differently to our tests. Although our supplies have been threatened by the ongoing war, we've enjoyed a steady supply of human subjects. As you're well aware, our organization has been conducting research for hundreds of years, but we've never been as fortunate to be as well funded as we are now. You can hear more about the progress of our research from the director. What I have told you, think of it as an appetizer. I'm excited to see you again. See you at the lab. April 2nd, 1928. Record by Dr. K. Since 1917, we've been modifying the genes of our subjects, and it is known that 6 of them have developed what are essentially immortal bodies. Their cells are stable, though there are slight differences among them. All of them are showing hundreds of times faster in recovery speed than that of ordinary humans. June 7th, 1928. Record by Dr. K. One of the immortal children bonked himself. We quickly removed the sharpenel and fragments and waited for tissues to recover, but he didn't come back to the same state before, even after his body had been fully recovered. After a meeting, we decided to conduct a trial application before applying the results to the other subjects. We've notified the other subjects that he died, and we locked his body up in a room located at the bottom of the bunker. To prevent further incident, we've announced the guns will no longer be allowed in the lab building. June 22nd, 1928. Record by Dr. K. We've confirmed that organs are not regenerated if they are completely removed from their body. Mental disorders are observed when the brain is damaged, even though the tissue is repaired. In addition, the subjects are still susceptible to suffocation, certain diseases, and self-immolation. Our goal is the development of not simply an immortal body, but a healthy body which displays a continuity of memory. May 17th, 1932. Record by Dr. V. The research is not going well. All the funding has stopped since the war ended, and acquiring human subjects has not been easy. Fortunately, a few passionate researchers decided to use their own children as test subjects. I believe that decision was possible only because our research has stabilized. Because of budget cuts, we've disposed of 158 specimens that had either shown a similar recovery rate to that of a standard human, or had experienced the proliferation of uncontrolled cell growth. Let me take this opportunity to express my appreciation for their sacrifices. We will continue our efforts in this research so that their sacrifices were not in vain. September 1st, 1939. Record by Dr. R. We decided to move our research center to a safer location since a resumption of war seems likely. Our original thought was to move to a remote location, but we realized that it would be easy to deduce our location by tracking the shipments of the necessary construction materials. Since the research center in the middle of nowhere is likely to raise suspicion as a possible military base or a military research center, We decided to disguise ourselves on this island as a geological research center. As an island, it is naturally isolated and an unlikely target for military strike. Its natural boundaries should allow for easy cleanup in the improbable event of any undesirable or unforeseen incidents. That letter always gives me so much trouble to read. I am incredibly sorry. November 12th, 1978. Memo by Dr. P. There has been no significant progress in our research. While once we were excited by the prospect of using nanotechnology to transfer memories from one person to another, the human brain has proven itself a tough nut to crack. As a junior researcher, all I could do was look over superior shoulders and take notes. And now 3 years have passed without any significant results. The stress levels of my colleagues may be reaching their limits. To avoid them having them vent their frustrations on me, I quickly duck out of the lab and go for walks around the island. It's a peaceful island. The population has decreased dramatically in the last decade as young people have moved to the mainland. But the old people that remain are warm and friendly. A few days ago, they gave me some wild mushrooms that they have gathered at the mountain. I think they miss the young people. I wept a little. I miss my grandfather back home. I miss my family. It's driving me nuts. Using a phone is not allowed here. The only way I can take to be in touch with my family is sending out letters occasionally. I can't remember what Mom looks like. I asked them to send me her photo. I was pretty smart at school, but now I see the way that other researchers look at me and I know I'm not that special. I wonder what my family would think about this. These are the things I think about on my walks. It takes about an hour to walk around the entire island. Because of the constant fog, I can't remember the last time I saw the horizon. It's always gloomy. The temperature is always mild, which is nice, but I don't like this dreary weather. The rain is always lukewarm, around body temperature, which is creepy. It looks like it's gonna rain soon. I better get back. Coming down the mountain isn't bad, but now I have to climb back up. I may hitchhike. That's all I'm gonna be reading currently. That's honestly all I can handle right now, but I hope you enjoyed that and didn't suffer too much because of my terrible pronunciation sometimes. But that's all. Thank you, and I will continue at some point again. Yes. Bye.